Oakland, California. Last game played in Oakland County. And he's up across the 20. First carry now for Adrian Peterson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the field.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Palmer. And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Palmer. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the back there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now it's Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 66 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, But he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Carr to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Cook has it, left side. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first. From the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Carr throwing on second down. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Second down, Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And the pressure gets to him again. 1:57 to go in this first half. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. So after the interception, here's Palmer. Here's a screen to Powell. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 81 yards, and the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And his throw here's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's second down. So a pass gone awry there through the air, but I want to talk about the ground game that we've seen in the NFL from 2 rookies in particular. Kareem Hunt and Leonard Fournette, they do not look like rookies.
Not at all, and Kareem Hunt's averaging 6.3 yards a carry. He's got 6 total touchdowns. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. You remember that first game against New England, the big pass downfield, 70-plus yards? So he can do it all. Leonard Fournette, he is built to have the football put in his chest and for him to run it because that is a full-grown man with the ball in his hands. Had 181 yards in his last game with a long run of 90 yards at Pittsburgh.
Longest in franchise history. Throwing his car on third down. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Now they'll throw with Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Carr steps away to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Carr being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr flush to his right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on second down. Carr escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. On third down, it's Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, if we had any questions, that run kind of answered him. He's still Marshawn Lynch.
As in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr flushed out right. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And now it's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you. But for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Now Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mario Edwards in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Second down, here's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Palmer eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They set up the screen to Lynch. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, Palmer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. 2 veterans there, Palmer to Fitzgerald, and even 50 yards.
I know that throughout his career, Carson Palmer has caught a little bit of grief along the way about winning big games and being consistent. But I've noticed that when he doesn't connect with Larry Fitzgerald until the second half, their team's behind.
Absolutely, not a good recipe. And we were wondering, we said at halftime, they've got to get on the same page.
He is very important to his team. I would say vital. Carson Palmer finding Larry Fitzgerald, that's the winning edge for them.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, what a turnaround.
I go out for my squad and I put that on squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But you stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad. Yeah, I go extra high for my entourage. Check my repertoire. Jim Jones, everywhere I go, you know it's reppin' time, it's reppin' time. When Latifah ready, when we set it off, we set it off. If they sleeping on me, I'ma wake them up, they fake as. I got real, I really do, I'm kicking up, the rent is due. Plus I got my mama and my kiddies too, they growing up. Time is moving faster, what we wasting for, no holding back. Got a lot to prove, I owe you that we all we got. I go out for my squad and I put that on squad. just stick to the code. You get yours, I get mine. I've been reflecting on how we got this far, even when the pressure's on, finessing strong. Plus I got my team around me heavy, ain't no extra bros. You can keep them. Giuseppe's on delusional. Who gon' be there for you if you lose it all? Question that, who gon' have your mama back? Think about it, it's so much more than life, take advantage. We gon' get this money, stack this paper, and be alright. We gon' run it, keep on finish on sight. I go out for my squad and I put that on squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah. They gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But just stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up, pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo!
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Breeze's Saints.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now here come the Raiders. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, Carr. And incomplete to open things up. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he is all the way up past the 25.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Shotgun now for 4. Now third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Breeze. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Breeze will try again on second down. Flushed out right. And Thomas has it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Now Breeze lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, partner, one story that certainly caught NFL attention from this last week. Peyton Manning having the statue unveiled in Indianapolis for the years he spent there from '98 to 2011.
How about those years? When you talk about glory years, that's exactly what they were in Indianapolis with Peyton Manning as their starting quarterback. A couple of Super Bowl appearances. One victory, but so many records, so many MVPs, so many great memories there. It's right that they retired his jersey and commemorated him with a statue.
A gain of 32 that time.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Carr now on first down. And Cook has it left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Carr. Flush to his right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 79 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other, I'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Cooper was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking deep for Crabtree. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Here's a give to Lynch. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. So that'll back him up 5. 694. To throw, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper was the intended target, and it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. Flushed out right. Room here to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Breeze now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Okafor. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And complete right side to Cook. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Ingram again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. He's back to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with time running out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Breeze to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting... So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The New Orleans.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? LOV on my man, that's Poochie. Dig what I'm saying? Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah. We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. They deserve Whammies, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies, it's a vibe. I just put the homie, it's a vibe. Over switch sides, it's a vibe. Yeah. I gon' do it. I gotta accept it, I'm a options, yeah. That I would most ever. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the thinker. I say, what? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe. I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory It's Breeze's Saints going up against Carr's Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw his Carr, being chased out left, and right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to blow themselves.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's taken. Down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Carr. Letting one fly deep for, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So out come the Raiders. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again on first down. Lynch able to power through. Lynch busting free. And he's brought down. That good for 19 at a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Carr. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. And this is caught. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Willie Snead all alone. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think he even go into a...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Saints have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guy... of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Breeze now. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And fans, a quick reminder from the NFL, after nearly a decade of working together in the fight against breast cancer, this year the NFL and the American Cancer Society, they're broadening the scope of their efforts to tackle multiple types of cancer. And you can learn more about the expanded Crucial Catch initiative and access the Defender, a new digital tool that provides personalized tips on reducing your cancer risk at NFL.com/crucial catch.
And I applaud the NFL for broadening its scope here because cancer affects us all in many different ways, and now everyone will have the ones that they can focus on and be able to support.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Breeze now on first down. Well, this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Thomas. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And brought in here by Fleener. Breeze finding Fleener for New Orleans first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Breeze now on first down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Breeze to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Breeze again. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one will be accepted. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
His throw incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Breeze to throw on second down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Breeze. And the tight end has it, Fleener. And now running right through him. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Carr now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. There he goes right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Here's Breeze to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 76 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
6-18.
On 1st down, Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And that is incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Breeze going to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 39 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now.
going up against Carr's Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Carr going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Ground. This is Jalen Richard. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts from 21 yards away. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some. Those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr going to try and throw on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Lynch busting free. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. To throw is Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They juked him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. First down, the run with Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, he came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. I'm going to have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
As they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Now that gives us time here. A little bit of a sad note to pass along. I'm sure most folks have heard. Y.A. Tittle passed away at the age of 90, 7-time Pro Bowler in the NFL.
Phenomenal player. Started his career at LSU in college. Moved on to the NFL. Mercifully, his name, Yelverton Abraham, shortened to Y.A.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They try again with Lynch. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Carr, and that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. So they're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, now Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run again with Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the give, this is Lynch. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On the handoff, Lynch. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A gain of 39 that time.
6-18.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he rifles Rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run with Lynch, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook from a yard out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A try here for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about... that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
first down. Carr. And complete right side to Cook. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Carr. And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Carr, and he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On second down, here's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conlon. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Now Carr throwing on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time. remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Lynch. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Carr going to throw here. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Man, too broke to pay attention. Man. Yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition. That's it. A couple million make you stand different. Hey. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. You did. A couple million make you stand different. I am. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. The game is friendless, the pain is endless. The game changed, I blame these lame pretenders. My friends and Benzes parked at the entrance. Inside, you still hear the engine. Like, ren, this is your ending. If you're offended, I dare you defend it. This rushing through my blood like the Kremlin. I'm back with a vengeance, and this is what the sound of revenge is. Win-win, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. That's it. A couple million make you stand different. Hey. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. You did. A couple million make you stand different. I am. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. Where I come from, you can't visit. I talk money, I guess you understand different. Hand gestures counting till my hands blister. You can't miss us louder than Fran Drescher. Pinky rings, hand kisses, soprano. I feel like Paulie Castellano in designer stitches. I heard him say I made Rihanna. Mind your business, what kind of honor is this? I'm trying to see Madonna, all kind of riches. In Miami, dining with the finest. Everybody acting kind of vicious. These politicians won't let my brother visit. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. You did. A couple million make you stand different. I am. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. He's a fake baller, globe trotter, bank account $4. No comma. I know you wanna pop collars. I know you wanna pop collar. Top dollar. Pull up in that top dollar. Yeah. She got that top dollar.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys going up against Carr's Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Prescott now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They start the drive with Lynch. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Carr to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big play there for Oakland. 46 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 23.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A 1st down throw for Prescott. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Prescott trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. To throw on 2nd down. Carr Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. To throw on 2nd down. Carr flushed out right, and some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 54 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking middle, and that's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Hanna in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now Carr. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Prescott. Finds his target, Terrence Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
19 feet.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bailey now to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A very solid gain of 27. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Prescott on 1st down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now from the 50. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To the air again, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Accelerating, and off he goes. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Pretty move. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Second down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marquell Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On third down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First down, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall, the offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch, and that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Man, you don't want with them, bro. Oh, you, and it better get low. Extorting, you ain't got no friends. Oh, they'll be wear that like a Chanel scarf like rainbow. $1,000, this ain't your cloth. You ain't, that ain't no sauce. I can see the noodles made for poodles. I'm thinking about the LaFerrari coupe. 1.8, the option is the roof. Greens is a secret to the youth. Your goals are malnourished. Please spit the juice. Y'all be vaping, I be laden. Yes, y'all be aping. I'm Richard Mill Nation. No diamonds, just tourbillon facing with gears and sprockets with the sapphire casing.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Here's a little story about a kid from Morocco. Had to show Carlito I was Benny Blanco. Check it out. Raindrop, offset. Plug, we the outlet. Shot put me in the box. I'm in the box off. All the face shorty, socks off. Mac Miller, Reggie Miller, the killer, Canaries, back stiller, white villa, French vanilla, garage like a kill him south. Lauren Hiller, get up. Crib Calabasas on the hill. I had a morning plate. Beatles won't Beatles.